Welcome to the THC this afternoon, where we welcome OHA Hockey Club and Northwest grads for Clash of the Titans. OHA fresh off an 8-0 win last week, brimming with confidence. Let's see what they can produce today. Northwest, always known for their scrappy play and getting in the way. Let's see if they can match OHA's intensity from last week today. The officials today: Will Pipes Lawler and Jaden Pearson. Let's see if they're going to make the game about them today. OHA led out by Aaron Gilliams, inspirational keeper captain. There's Vice Captain Edwards. Top goal scorer McCambridge. Let's see if he can put a couple away today. Lovely conditions here at the THC today. Not a cloud in the sky. Western Shore. I guess that's what you have come to expect from this lovely piece of land. The ships getting together for one last briefing before the start of the match. Skipper Aaron Gilliams will have a few inspirational words to share. Looks like they're ready to go. Michael Parker, centre forward today. Interesting choice there for the Bulldogs. OHA with possession early. Now it's Assault. Back to Edwards. Edwards across to Morton. Lovely possession play here from the ships. They're knocking the ball around nicely. Oh, there's a little mistrap there from Salt.
Outside edge.
Edwards there with the intercept. Looks for options. Crossfield overhead. Nice little ball to Mackie. Mackie on the sideline assessing. Finds McCambridge inside. Spills out to Wolford. Turns. Twists and turns back inside. Good first little touch there from McCambridge. Mackie coughs it up. Forward pressure here from the ships in these opening minutes. Tying the Bulldogs into their damn it. Terrific goal there. And as last week, the ships strike early.
You seem rather displeased with that goal.
Because I missed it. I was still talking about the backstory. Oh no, it's been called. I'm not sure what the umpires have called here, but it's not a goal. Instead, it's a free hit on the top of the circle.
Well, you just have to wonder what they're doing out there.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the aim of the umpires is obviously to make the game about them, not the game itself.
Goes without saying, really.
Exactly. Bulldogs could be aimed for a counter-attack here, but it spills over the sideline. And it'll be a green ball. So a bit of confusion here early. Ships thought they took the lead early, but the umpires had other ideas by the sound of it. Morton over the ball now.
Isaac Smith. Playing out from centre back.
aka James Thomas. With an overhead, gets intercepted.
Rather poor delivery.
Wolford scrambles and turns. It's the type of play we've come to expect from these Bulldogs. They're defending with 11 men inside their own 25 almost. Waiting for counter-attacks.
Not only that, the ships are strangling them around the halfway mark and they're not able to play out from the back.
Good tackle there from Morton. Sideline free hit. Ball pass intercepted by Thomas. Well done. Goes out wide. Goes down the left hand side. Gets tackled. Sideline free hit. Wolford over it. Releases it to the back to Edwards.
Yeah,
Pushes it pushes it across, and again.
Well, it's a wonder that Salt will pass to Edwards.
After these tumultuous past weeks. But Dion Salt, I know first-hand account that he doesn't take it personally. He's a team player.
No. But you have to question his choice of facial hair, because
That is true.
as we know, Jack Watts, once he got shit, had to get rid of the facial hair.
Who's the ball?
A fantastic ball.
Completely missed that. Play's broken down again. Thomas with the ball. Long overhead. Oh, it takes a little side edge. The Bulldogs are again scrambling to get the ball out of their defensive 25. Morton with a little slip.
It's very
Manages
moist
to
out
recover. It is very moist out there.
Mm.
Just makes the conditions even tougher to play in. Salt one time down the line. Smith scrambles but gets the free called against him. Quite impressive from the Ships so far.
It has been.
They're pressing well. They're knocking the ball around nicely.
It's been very laborious work by Northwest. You begin to question whether they're up for the challenge.
They would. Salt with the ball now out on the sideline. Let's see what he can produce. Overhead, cross field. Nice little ball. Morton's away here. Morton assesses, drives inside. See a clash of sticks there. And umpire Pearson calls it against Green. Again. Really got to question these umpiring decisions as well.
Well,
Mackie, good turnover. Scrambles through. Inside the circle. Puts it across. And intercepted. And Northwest again scrambling to clear the ball. Ships are doing a very, very impressive job here forward pressing, giving the Bulldogs absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, Morton tucks it inside. Edwards
again just
releases Salt. Salt pushes it down the line. They're asking for a free hit and they're going to get it. Let's see if we're maybe in for a little set piece here. Salt's over it. Releases back to Edwards. Edwards on the reverse. Goes along the baseline. He's in the circle. And there's a corner. Very well done from Edwards. And we have the first penalty corner of the game.
well, with the recent release on a hockey huddle.
Yeah. Recent hockey huddle post, judging the top 5 drag flickers, I believe, in the league. Salt does not make the cut. Let's see if he can prove his critics wrong once again. Because chances are he's going to have a little bite at this one. They've gotten together in the huddle. They know what they're going to do. And I think Salt's going to take this one. Does have a booming flick on him. Here it comes. Ooh. Straight down the middle. The goalkeeper's on top of it, and it's another corner. Salt with a little slip there.
Like I was saying earlier, very moist conditions.
Very moist conditions
difficult
out there,
to play.
definitely. Yeah. Very difficult to play, as seen by Salt's little slip just then.
Beginning to get quite dewy.
Yeah. Bit Stewart out there. Bit Stewie dew. And but the Ships are going to have another crack at this, I reckon. Maybe Salt again. Maybe after testing his shoes for the first time, maybe he will manage to not slip and put it in the net. Out it comes, Salt, run down. Long corner for the Chips. Edwards releases, comes across the face, Salt's over it again. Salt releases to the back line. Morton, long ball intercepted. Coughed up again though. Back to Morton.
Northwest crowds are really struggling.
They are really struggling. Thomas, good little ball inside the circle. Smith is over it and he'll get the corner. Great little ball there from Thomas. Great little lead there from Smith as well, the youngster. And who knows, we might get to see a little variation here.
I love a good variation.
Hey, who doesn't love a good variation? So, Dylan Salt off the left is a real opportunity here. Perhaps the off the top to the left post, Boner to McCambridge. But I guess Edwards will have quite a say in this matter, as he does in all OHA related matters from now on.
Snake.
Oh, the triangle. And Wolford scores. Thank you very much. Great execution of the triangle there. Magnificent finish from Wolford on the baseline. Couldn't really plan any better. Great stuff from the Chips early on.
And it is 10 minutes that OHA have spent inside Northwest Crowds. Forward half.
And you can only cope with the pressure for so long, I mean. And the Chips are not letting up by the looks of it. They're still pressing hard. Doing a great job of it. Ball spills loose. But it spills onto a foot, unfortunately, down in the bottom right hand corner, and the Bulldogs will get that free. OHA's ball again now. Edwards assessing his options at the back. Should really keep the ball moving here. Goes across to Salt. Salt looking for options. Good little ball across. Morton. Morton, they're not attacking him. Puts the ball inside. Wolford's there for one time, but it's intercepted. It spills over the sideline. It'll be a green ball. It's really important to use the width here. I mean, it's not the MCG, but if you use the width on this pitch, you can still get quite a few returns over the sideline and penetrating along the circle.
No, well, that's one thing we do know about the TFC.
It is not the MCG.
It is not the MCG.
Little counter attack here from the Chips, but it's run down by Edwards.
Slithers in there.
Well done. Slithers in through the grass and strips Richardson of the ball.
Isaac Smith pegged back in his own.
Thomas throws an overhead out. Slightly mistimed and it's intercepted. Knocked out the wide and it's a miss trap. Goes out for an OHA sideline for a hit.
Edwards giving JT a bit of a serve there. You have to wonder what's that about. Requesting his position.
Morton with the ball. Looking for options again. He hasn't taken it yet. Little ball inside to Cranwell. Out to West. It spills over the sideline for another OHA ball. Morton throws it down the line to West. Good little receive there. Cuts inside. Rolls off. Ball scrambles free. Good effort there from Salt. And it goes over the sideline and it's going to be a Northwest ball. Quick overhead thrown. Edwards is under it. Knocks back to Thomas. Thomas starts with a bit of room. Oh, not a good ball. But Edwards there to mop it up straight away. Knocks it over to Salt. Salt to Mackie. Nice roll off there. And he's away. Knocks it out to Wolford on the baseline. Hits it across. Finds its way to the top of the circle. No corner there. And here come Northwest with their counter game plan. Knocked down the sideline into the dead corner. Well done from Edwards.
Just have to wonder, if he had a fishing rod with a Snickers on the end of that, he really would have chased it down a lot faster.
One corner here for Northwest on the left hand side. Tory tracking. No foot there. Edwards knocks it out left and there's a fair bit of space there for Wolford. Wolford looking up. Diagonal ball. Just a tick too wide for McCambridge to get onto it. Good idea though.
Well, it may not be the G, but you can create your own space.
You can create your own space.
I mean,
yeah,
if we're playing at
definitely
Eden Park, it would be playing in a wooden box.
Knocks out into the middle, and Northwest have always got at least one person straight in their face. Great forward pressure from the Ships here. Northwest have got an opening here perhaps, inside. They've gotten inside the circle. Little tuck. Oh, and just wide.
One nearly ended up in the car park.
Got to be careful here, the Ships. That was Northwest's first real goal opportunity 15 minutes into the game, and you've got to wonder, why are they still sagging? Why are they defending a loss?
Well, I think it's all about culture, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Buddy Franklin would not fit into this team at all. He
Well-
would just ruin the culture.
Look, that's exactly right. Would make Dan Hanbury a criminal. And that was really the question about Jeremy Edwards coming into the team.
Yeah, will he ruin the culture of the Ships? So far, I think he succeeded in making the culture really good. Oh, wayward overhead. And
crowd killer.
that was going into the car park. It's gone over onto the other turf. And that's just not what you want to see in this time of the game.
No, that's why we have the visors up.
And you got to wonder, is everyone okay over on the other field?
Well, there's a bit of commotion going on.
Yeah. You can hear the sirens in the background. And we're back in business here. Edwards, ball across. Not a good one. Breakaway chance for Northwest here. But Thomas is on top of it. Good tackle.
Fantastic work.
Jones, great jab. Forcing them out wide. Burke. Little 1-2.
OHA really crowding them.
Good pressure here from the Ships. Jones right on top of Burke. Baseline chance here. Tuck inside. But it doesn't amount to anything. And it's a 16. Thomas over it. Ships playing almost 4 at the back now with Edwards drifting back a fair while.
Look,
Good little ball.
This is the problem. Does he trust his teammates?
Does he? Good little run here from Wolford, still on it. Manages to slip. Bad luck there, Wolford. They're chasing hard the Ships, and it's paying dividends. Cambridge almost got onto the end of that ball, and he would have been in one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And as we know, McCambridge doesn't miss those. Wayward ball here from Burke, and it's going to spill over the sideline. Jones over it. Finds Edwards in the middle. Edwards tracks. Breaks a line. Drifts out wide to Smith. Turn over the ball now. Slide pass. Just a smidge wide for Cranwell to get onto it. Burke tracking now. Northwest out wide.
Fantastic
Good
tackle.
little tackle there from West, I believe. Great little tackle from West there. Nice and clean. Wins the ball back. Turner's got the ball. Back out to Thomas. Thomas across to Salt. Salt straight back to Thomas. Great possession hockey here from the Ships. Great little ball there from Thomas again. Wolford manages to get onto it. But it'll be caught. Oh, it's his free hit. Great result there for Wolford. Didn't give up on the play. Maybe time for a little set piece here now. See what they can come up with. Edwards over it. Drifts out wide. Ball into the circle. Spills. It's going to be a long corner. The umpires have called a long corner. Northwest believe it's their ball. Out to Salt. Mishit ball. Still in the forward half though.
Really just hacking away to get it out of there.
Yeah, scrambling to get out of defence. Relentless forward pressure from the Ships. Just refreshing, fast-paced attacking hockey. That's what the crowd have come to see.
All of them, of course, of the pension age.
Just a smidge of rain coming onto the THC now. It's going to make these conditions even more moist. Little ball into the centre there. Edwards is back to the play. Drifts out right. Good ball. West is on the end of it. Tries to tuck it inside, but it's intercepted. Still in possession though. Bit of a scramble there from the Ships. It's called a free hit against eventually for obstruction, I believe the call was. Northwest have got no good ideas for their outletting. Good little ball there from Edwards, straight back like a boomerang. But McCambridge spills and it goes over the baseline. The Northwest have got to come up with a way here to get out of their own defensive 25, otherwise the Ships will be on top of them. Just one long ball again.
Well, we've gone 20 minutes into the half and the Graduates have only had one shot so far.
Yeah, that's not the kind of stats that win you the game.
Not on FIFA anyway.
Not on FIFA either, or hockey, or anything really. Meanwhile, Thomas, Northwest still sagging away, waiting for counter-attacks. And you've just got to question the coach's decision here. When are they going to start attacking?
Well, the question is, can they change their formation? Are they adaptable?
Are they adaptable? That's a big question. Forward pressure is still relentless from the Ships. Wire doing a very good job here. Chasing back, hassling, stopping the play. Salt with a wayward tackle there. Called a free hit against.
Perhaps still angry.
Perhaps still angry at his lost vice captaincy. Now, for the first time in this half, Northwest are actually dictating the play. Not OHA in the back in their own defensive 25, but they are solid back there. Long corner for Northwest. Burke, great work from Wire there. Gets in the way, does the right things. Fantastic to see. Out wide, oh, they might be in trouble here. Push across. It's a free hit for OHA. The rain has stopped now. Maybe these conditions will allow for a more fluent play. to Mackie. Mackie out wide, little overhead. Don't know what he was trying to do there, but it's over the sideline for a free hit for Northwest. Arthur twisting, turning, got nowhere to go. Good work there from Thomas, good anticipation. Fortunately, he just spills the ball over the sideline. Ships are a bit on the back foot now for the first time this half. First time this game. Burke tracks inside, goes backwards. Good little tackle there from West. Well done from Gilliams there.
Good talking.
Good communication at the back there. That's what it's all about. Good communication can win you games.
Well, it can win you games, but can it win you a season? We saw the lack of communication in the leadership group earlier this year.
We certainly did. Led to a bit of controversy. Good little ball. The Cambridge on the end of it. Tucks it under his legs. Great little finish.
Fantastic.
That is terrific. That is terrific stuff from the Cambridge. Thank you very much. Cracker of a goal. Fantastic receive on his reverse stick. Beats one, beats two, and finishes calmly.
Eat shit like that for breakfast.
Correct.
You eat shit for breakfast?
Cambridge's bread and butter. Well played. If the Bulldogs weren't in trouble before, they certainly are now.
Well, let's see how far back they'll go now.
Exactly.
I mean, they're probably defending on their goal line next.
That will lift Ship's spirits. And again, the Bulldogs are running into the congestion. It spills out, but the Ships are right there. Good work from Thomas. And he clears it. And it ends up being quite a good pass. West is on the end of it. Beats one, beats two, beats three. Surely you should get a free hit there. Thank you very much.
That's very good work.
Very good work from West out there. The forward pressure is starting to get to the Bulldogs. Baseline attack. Tackle, long corner for the Ships. Shoulders over it. Tells Jeremy to go away.
Well, we don't know what a flog is, so who wants to talk to that guy?
Salt tucks it back in. Thomas looks up, forces the ball, only manages to find a Bulldog stick. And here they come, counter-attacking down the left-hand side. Good work here from Mackie. Fantastic stuff.
Again, the Ships pushing them into corners. Catch it.
And it's a corner.
Catch it.
Northwest with their scrappy play manages to win a corner. A bit unlucky there for the Ships. So nothing ball really. 8 minutes to go in this half, and you feel like the next goal is going to be very important.
Well, it takes a very special play to get one for the Northwest Grabs.
And Arthur deemed the best flicker in Hockey South by the recent Hockey Huddle survey.
Well,
So let's see if he can deliver on his top honours.
not only do we have Dylan Salt and Pipes Lawler on the field despite being an umpire, you have to question if that's really the truth.
We've got to question Hockey Huddle's integrity when it comes to these matters.
No names on articles.
No names on articles. And And Northwest get one back. That is perhaps just the thing they needed.
Very much against the run of play, that one.
Very much against the run of play indeed. Their second opportunity on goal, and they managed to score. Gilliams can't get enough stick to it to keep it out of the net. Unfortunate. Let's see how they're going to bounce back. OHA still with the majority of the play. Thomas, Jones with the long ball. Interception, but it spills out. It'll be a shit ball. Thomas to Salt. Salt assessing his options. Goes back to Thomas. Edwards. And again the Bulldogs defending with 11 players inside their own half. Good patience here from the Ships.
Disappointing there from Salt.
Yeah, a bit disappointing there from Salt. Probably could have done better. It's all about patience now. Against these sag presses, you've got to be very, very patient and not throw the ball away cheaply.
Well, it has been a little bit of a question today of the disposal efficiency out of the back half.
Sometimes, that is indeed correct. But the forward pressure has been absolutely fantastic. Searching ball from Arthur. Good interception by Morton. Great work there from Thomas. Mackie tries to clear it. Spills out back to Northwest Grad's defender. Moyer on him. Searching ball. Takes a little deflection. Straight to Edwards. He's been racking up the Dream Team points today. Getting lots of ball.
Well, we know he put himself as captain, so that's double points for Edwards.
Salt getting in the contest. Concedes a free hit. And here come the Bulldogs.
Reds are still sitting back despite the attacking play.
They're waiting for their opportunities. Bit of confusion there about the umpire's call. Burke with his slider across the face of goal. Richardson not happy with himself to mistrap that one there.
Well, you can only blame himself on that one.
Yes.
It's pretty shit house effort.
Indeed. And the Ships get away with one here. That was a dangerous ball. Should have really been trapped. Long overhead from Thomas. Can't find a way through. And here come the Bulldogs again. End-to-end hockey at the moment.
Again, poor play.
Poor play from Northwest again there. I mean, disposal efficiency has not been great over the last 10 or so minutes.
Constantly getting pushed into the pockets.
No, you've got to question if the teams are fit enough as well. I mean, we're nearing the end of the first half. There's about 3 minutes to go. And who can dig deeper is the question. Morton. And that's the kind of decision you make when you're tired.
Meow.
Puffs it up again. It's going to be an OHA ball. Morton over it again. Let's see if he can do better this time. Good little ball inside there to Mackie. Mackie rolls off. Tucks it through. Jones with a nice little ball. Nice little weighted ball. Mackie tracks at it. Very high-pitched whistle there from Pearson. That's how you get authority as an umpire. And the ball's wasted again. It's a sideline free hit for the Dogs. Turner gets in the way. Well done. The ball gets thrown out to Burke. Back across. Arthur's got 2 players on him straight away. Good work there from Thomas. Physical contest. Wyatt again, right in there. Turner with a good tackle there. Edwards has possession of the ball now. Very tentative from Edwards.
Very shellfish play.
Edwards gets away with one here. Twisted and turned himself into trouble. Should have given the first pass. Good work there again from Mackie. Oh, very unlucky not to turn a corner there. Comes back out to Morton, who will have the ball on top of the D. Assessing options. He opts to go himself. Tucks it down the line. Mackie belts it in. It's another free hit for the Ships. And Mackie's got it. Good position here. The Ships need to keep moving. A little one time into the circle attempt there. But it spills across. It's out on the sideline. Time to recycle. Thomas has got it. Good position here. Tracks in field. And Northwest scramble to clear again. And this has been most of Aaron Gilliam's workday so far, picking the balls out of the corners. Hasn't had much to do today, but has conceded anyway. This goes to show that the Bulldogs can be quite efficient. They score their goals with very few chances. And there's 10 seconds to go, and Edwards will probably opt to smash this one into the circle before time runs out.
Auditioning for Australia there.
And it's not going to amount to anything. And this is half time. Very interesting first half. OHA have had the majority of the play, but Northwest have managed to get a goal back on them. So let's see how the second half's going to go. Should be a belter. Welcome back to THC for the second half of this game, which is has becoming a bit of a thriller. OHA 2, Northwest Grads 1. OHA with a majority of the play again. Good Heart Yakka stats from Jones and Edwards for the most part. But the returns of the circle have been a bit hard to come by because of Northwest's tentative press, which tends to just mean 11 players in their own defensive 25. So very constricted space, and there's not much opportunity to find any clean shots on goal. So let's see what the Ships can produce this second half. No doubt Coach Daniel Sproul will find some inspirational words during half time, as we see right here.
A lot of talking going on between the grads and the umpires.
There is. I believe it's Kieran Arthur having a word for Big Pipes Lawler. You know what that could be about. But the Ships look ready to go. Good body language. Aaron Gillings will rally the troops in a minute here with another inspirational address. Oh no, he's already done so. They're ready to go. They're foregoing the usual huddle just before the half starts. They must be ready to go.
Well, we know how good a hockey huddle is.
We do know. Hockey Huddle. One of our personal sponsors. The Hockey Huddle Hard Yakka.
Well, that ain't triple XL.
And we're underway. Morton again with the ball on the sideline. Tucks it into Jones. Jones, great little piece of skill there, but gets dispossessed. Arthur goes to the help side. All the way over to the other side now. Salt, great little intercept. Turns, twists, goes back to Jones. Nice little drag. Back to Salt. Salt back to Edwards. Edwards across to Thomas. This is very good possession hockey from the Ships. Thomas tucks it back to Edwards. And Jones misfires the pass and it goes over the sideline. Torio over the ball now for the Grads. Back to Stevenson. Long ball, doesn't find the target. Turns over by Thomas. Out wide to Morton. No, Mackie. My apologies. Good little ball to Meyer. And Meyer gets turned over. Unfortunate there. Promising attack, but broken down. But again, a New South Wales. A Northwest Grads error. And the Ships pressure is building. Good little ball from Jones, but no one's on the end of it.
Mistrap there.
Another mistrap. Very many basic errors from the Bulldogs to start the second half. Not what you want if you're 2-1 down.
Well, during the halftime break, we did have a bit of rain, so
the conditions have gotten moist again. Right here, West with a good turnover into the circle. Woolford, great deflection, and that's gone over the sideline almost.
it was great thinking to begin with.
Bad luck from Woolford there. Good first effort, good second effort. Just couldn't get the shot on target. But again, the forward pressure of the Ships really causing some trouble for the Bulldogs here. Oh, great intercept from Jones here, and they could be on. Tucks it to Meyer. Meyer goes past the keeper, but can't get the ball on the end of the stick to push it in.
OHA
It's another long corner. They're pushing hard. Great intercept there from Jones. Sold over the ball now. Overhead across. Morton might be on here, but Arthur gets in the way just in time.
All graduates in the front 25.
Edwards opts to take him on, tucks it to Mackie. And Mackie has been flattened there by Arthur in a very unorthodox fashion.
Hit him.
I would definitely have hit him. There's poor communication there from the skills, and the Bulldogs are away. Luckily they can't get on the receiving end of it. It's another Ships ball. Morton's over it. Tucks it all the way across to Salt. Salt down the line. No one there. Again, great pressure from Jones. Great little hard yakka stats. Woolford twists, turns, puts it across. Bad luck. Another long corner for the Ships. How long can the Bulldogs withstand this relentless pressure? Edwards over it now. Little overhead. Almost gets intercepted. Does get intercepted. Vittorio. Great tackle from Jones again. Arthur. Jones again's on the case. Great turnover. West tucks it across. Bad luck from Woolford there. Tried to get the ball across to Meyer, but just skipped off his stick. Went high in the air and was called dangerous.
So again, the Grads
the ball
just shooting
again
in the
is
dark.
with the Ships. You can't even follow the game this quickly, and the ball's already been turned over again. Very poor basics from the Doggies. It's time for the Ships to make them pay. Thomas assesses, drifts out wide. Good ball in. It's gone high, and that should be a corner, and it is a corner.
You just get the feeling the next goal is very important.
And here, so we're faced with a bit of a dilemma here because Salt has missed his last two. Will he get the confidence from Coach Edwards again?
Well,
The odds will say no.
We know how Coach Edwards feel about Salt.
Exactly. So maybe a little variation here again. Maybe a back to injector to D. Woolford. He's It's been very, very effective in the past. But we've got to see, I guess. Exciting times here for the Ships. If they can put this away, Northwest will be forced to actually try to take the game on. So they can't sat back forever if they're down.
We can see if they actually can do that, though.
They won't be able to win the game if they don't try to score goals. Here it comes. Salt takes it, back to Injector to Wolford. And it breaks down, but they will get another corner. Perhaps a little bit slow, that pass to Wolford. He was looking for a quicker one that he can one time into the back of the net, but Salt had different ideas.
Well, I think Coach Edwards is a little bit unhappy about that one. Very jovial by the boys, but Edwards, stern look on his face.
Let's see what kind of ace Edwards has up his sleeve this time. I suppose we'll see. I think it will be another straight flick here from Salt. And this time it will go in. And it's a deflection off Mackie. And it hits the post. And the Ships are very unlucky at this time. They're taking the game on. They're beating Northwest all across the park. They just can't find the circle returns at the moment. They've just got to keep plugging away.
Wayward.
And Northwest have again turned it over off the 16 hit. They cannot string two passes together at the moment. Sold over it on the sideline now. Back across to Thomas. Thomas has been very good today. Great little ball again here to Morton. Morton towards the baseline to West. Tucks it back across. There's a Northwest stick in the way. Northwest just can't find a pass out of their own defensive 25. The Ships are too quick to recover. And there's always 2-3 players straight back on the ball carrier. Smith here now. Little probing run. He'll earn the free hit.
Really
Northwest have just conceded a green card, so let's see what they're going to do now. They're a man down for 2 minutes.
There's a great hard yakka there by West.
Great hard yakka from West. On the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Edwards dispossessed. He's looking to get the ball in his reverse.
Desperation
and have a goal shot. And the Grads have cleared the ball for the moment, but there's more pressure coming their way. With a man down, what are they going to do? They're still scrambling to set up, and Thomas has already taken a free hit.
They're screaming for it, le cover.
Edwards down the left-hand side, tucks the ball across. No one there though. And Northwest have turned the ball over again. Thomas looking for options, chooses the patient one, goes back to Salt. Across to Morton. Gets run down though. Be his sideline free hit. Jones is there. Jones has been terrific today. Jones releases back to Salt. Across to Thomas, who's now on the left-hand side. Tries to take on the opponent, but gets dispossessed. Chases back hard though. And Mackie's there to back him up, and Mackie gets the turnover. Terrific stuff. Probing, searching ball there from Edwards to Morton, but Morton just a whisker away from it. Wolford, well done, well run down. Great little shave tackle there. Smith keeps the ball, tucks it out left to Mackie. Mackie, one touch down the line. Wolford, one touch into the circle, but Moore can't get on the end of it. It's just the last bit of ruthlessness the Ships are missing in the circle today.
Perhaps missing their import, Nick Leslie.
Perhaps. Nick Leslie's been sorely missed this week.
Well renowned for his efficiency.
Well renowned for his particularly circle efficiency. 3 goals in 4 games. The stats really speak for themselves. Meanwhile, back to the game. West, the cross to Edwards. Edwards, searching run. Gets intercepted though. And Northwest have turned the ball over straight away again. This is unbelievable. Coach Michael Park will not be happy with the side's basics today. Meanwhile, the Ships are transferring around the back. Northwest still sagging away into their own defensive 25, being 2-1 down. Interesting choice. Brody again with a hard yakka stat, earns the free hit. And you feel the next goal is going to be very, very important. Little overhead hit from Jones to Salt. Salt turns back to Thomas. Thomas with a ball 45-degree angle. Gets run down and intercepted, but Smith gets a shot away. Wolford and scores! Wolford with a brace.
Finally some reward for effort.
Great work here from Wire and Smith. Wouldn't give up on the play. Kept hassling. Great finish here from Wolford. Fantastic stuff from the Ships. And the hard effort gets rewarded. Great hard yakka stat there from Smith and Wire to set up Wolford for that brace. And now the burning question is, can he score a hat-trick? He scored a few braces early this season and failed to make them into a hat-trick. Let's see if he can do it today. 22 minutes to go, plenty of time, and the Ships on top. Edwards, crossfield overhead to Morton. Morton concedes the free hit. Perhaps should ask himself if he should have passed it in that situation. Gilliam's the first time he had to intervene in this half. 15 minutes into the game almost. And it really speaks to Northwest's style of play. Against an opposition like the Ships, there won't be any mistakes they can capitalise on.
You can already see a change in the formation. They're pushed well up the field now.
And Northwest have made an effort now to take the game on. They're in the dead corner though. What are they going to make of this? And they've scored. Unbelievable. And Northwest have struck back again. And this is a very, very important goal for them.
Well, as soon as they start attacking, they score.
This is very worrying for the Ships. Northwest, I believe, third shot on target this game and their second goal. Really asking questions of the defence now. Key for OHA now is to keep their heads. Just keep playing the way they play. Not make any silly decisions. Turn on the sideline with a free hit. And Northwest have now pushed up the park. They've thrown out the sag approach. And are now trying to get into OHA's face. Edwards with the ball. Good ball to Jones. Jones turns Benji Austin inside out. Attacks the baseline and earns a free hit.
That was wonderful work.
Great stuff from Jones.
Meow.
Morton with the free hit. One touch from Jones. And there should really be someone there. That's the little set pieces we talk about. And Coach Edwards will not be happy with that. Meanwhile, Northwest have turned the ball over again. Plenty of unforced errors going around today. Morton chooses to attack, but it's cleared over the sideline. Morton with a good yardage gain here. Could be looking at a try here. Morton gets tackled again. OHA concede the free hit. And again, it's the first pass of Northwest that doesn't find a target. Very destructive style of play. Very Fremantle-like.
Really speaks volumes of their play and OHA's play, the pressure and the lack of efficiency.
Morton looks up. Edwards has his pass intercepted. Mackey's quick to turn. OHA still trying to attack, taking the game into the Northwest half again. Out to Edwards. Edwards across the Salt. He's got a paddock here. He chooses to attack. There's a little push in the back there, I would believe, and Salt earns the free. Salt looking for options. Crossfield overheads and it's straight into the circle, and you can't do that, and that would be a free hit for the Doggies.
Have to question the decision making there by Salt.
Yeah, he could have probably went for the safe, the percentage play as we call it, and just tucked the ball back to Thomas, who was waiting.
Well, I feel that because he was in such a deep pocket, that he had more space than he actually did.
Good intercept there from Salt. Pickpocketing Richardson. And now it's really game on. Northwest are looking now to take the game on. Can the Ships cope with this change of pace? Northwest in the circle again. He comes across. Great run down there from Salt. Good channeling there from Jones. Well done, and Turner gets the tackle. Free hit. Free hit for the Ships. And the rain's starting to come down here again at the THC. And yeah, conditions are already moist out there, so we're not sure how well this is going to affect the play.
We've already seen a few slipovers so far.
Yes, we have, indeed. So especially now when the nerves are getting a bit high and tensions.
It depends how the pitch plays. Is there grass on it? Will the water hold?
Exactly.
Will it quicken up?
Meanwhile, Northwest with the ball, 45-degree angle pass to Arthur. Arthur's got nothing. Salt's got it. Tries to clear it. Intercepted. Northwest attacking through the middle. Great little strip there from Wolford. Great teamwork from him and Jones. Jones with another hard yakka stat. Out wide to Smith. And Wolford can't get on the end of his pass.
Promising play.
Very promising play. Just a miscue there. We're 20 minutes down, 15 minutes to go, and it's 3 to the Ships, 2 to the Grads. And you feel the next goal is going to be bloody important. Meanwhile, Richardson across the baseline. Gilliams is right there. Great little save from Aaron Gilliams there. But the momentum shifted a bit now. Northwest seems to have gathered a bit of momentum. And they're now attacking. Got the ball out wide. It's cracked across, but Gilliams is right there. Long corner from the top here. Arthur in the dead corner, and it's gone across the goal again. And it's actually gone into the goal, but no touch on the way through. So 16-yard hit for the Ships. Thomas on it. Opts to go long. finds Jones, but there's a slight mistrap there and it spills over the sideline.
Grads showing a bit more impetus now.
Yes, a bit more intent from the grads now. Still, the Ships are still having the majority of the play. Just got to make sure not to grant Northwest any more opportunities that they can cheaply convert.
And they have been cheap.
They have been very cheap. Somewhat unlucky as well. Thomas with a 16, out to Salt, straight back to Thomas. Thomas out to Turner. Now Edwards, back to Thomas. Thomas out to Salt in their way here. Salt goes across. Not the percentage play here really. Wolford can't get on the end of it. And here come the doggies. 45-degree pass. And Thomas is on top of it. Not happy with the umpiring decision and they give away a corner here.
Crowd really loved that one.
The Bulldog supporters have got plenty to say all of a sudden.
Surprised they haven't heard a peep.
After the 60 minutes of stunned silence. But, yeah, Northwest are 1 for 1 from corners tonight, so it's a worrying stat. Just got to make sure their corner defence is up to scratch this time. So this will probably go to Kieran Arthur again for a straight flick. So Gilliam's got to have his stick side covered this time and trust his postman that if anything goes past him on the glove side that he'll be there to mop up. Corner comes out, good trap. Run down, and there's a bit of confusion going on. This is the time for the umpires to shine. Will they make the right call here? Northwest are calling for a stroke. The Ships look pretty resigned to the fact that it hit someone's foot on the line. And it's just another corner, so bullet dodged for the Ships. Bullet half dodged, I should say. There's still a corner to come. Great run down there from Morton again, though. He was out there in a flash. And we've got 11 and a half minutes to go. Score is still at 3-2, so it'll be truly game on if this goes in. Northwest haven't had the greatest of starts this season. OHA with a perfect start, four games, 4 wins, and they will want to maintain that today.
You just get the feeling the next goal
is going to be very, very important indeed. Arthur, good save from Gilliams, but it's going to be for another corner.
Crowd getting quite restless.
Crowd are getting restless, if you see. A lot of tension going on over there. People are on the edge of their seats. Let's see if Gilliams can keep it out again, or if Morton can run it down. Arthur. And it's another corner. Great run down again. This will be Northwest's 4th corner in a row. And sooner or later, OHA will have to clear it.
Or something's going to break. Whether it be a goal
Salt with
or a
another
counter.
Salt with another great rundown. And there's the equaliser. Northwest have equalised in the 60th minute on the dot. 10 minutes to go. Ships will really need to have to dig deep here and come up with something.
Well, that was a very important goal.
That was a very, very important goal for the grads. But ship spirits are still high, no doubt.
Telegraph that pass.
Wolford's away here. Puts it across. West with another hard yakka start. It's a sideline free hit here. Edwards is over it. And a lot of people are wondering what happened to Sam McCambridge. I think he might have hurt himself in the first half because he hasn't come back on. There was rumours going around he had trouble with his groin. Hopefully it's not too bad. Ships again here with forward pressure. Tying Northwest into their own defensive 25. Here's Edwards on the left wing. Ball across. And no one's there.
No, Edwards, classic spray.
Edwards is not happy, and he shouldn't be.
Le cover. Fuck le cover. Use the
Posts
spray.
need to be manned. That is an absolute non-negotiable. And again, Northwest coughs up the first pass off the 16-yard free hit.
How many is that now? 9?
That's probably
9.5?
That's probably 10. It's probably 10 for the last 10 minutes. And you've got to wonder, how are Northwest in this game? OHA now getting a bit untidy. Needs to focus on the simple things again. And it's hard to say who could win from here. It could go either way. Good intercept there from Morton. Morton down the line to Wolford. And it hit his foot and it's going to be a Bulldogs free hit. You know, it's a good little ball to Austin. Tucks in. Just concedes a free hit there, Edwards.
Apparently that's how you get free hits. Appealing to the umpire.
They were appealing for a corner there, but no way there was one in there. The drizzle's still steadying here. And another cheap ball across the face of goal and almost the final touch in there for the grads. OHA have got to find a way to pin those down. Morton pushes up. Thomas long overhead. Long and high. Intercepted.
Trying to relieve pressure here. Unfortunately the grads all over.
Meyer wrong footed. Burke. And it's another missed trap for the Bulldogs. Very, very many forced errors.
Well, you do just get the feeling that the next goal will be very important.
The next goal will be pivotal. 6 minutes to go. 3-3. Ball across from Thomas. Deflected over the sideline for a Salt free hit. Coach Sproul is still the calmness personified on the bench over there. He obviously believes in his team and that his side can rally again to take this game. But here come the Bulldogs. Austin, great work there from Morton. Got his body in the way, won the free. And he will concede a free hit against there for running into his opposition player. Questionable decision at
Very
best.
average calling.
But Morton straight back in there and he hit the ball away and that could be dangerous. But the umpire lets it go.
Well, really.
Make-up call from moments before. But Morton's got to be careful. The umpires will be very, very strict on those and will not hesitate to give corners for those sorts of infringements. Northwest are dangerous here again, but it is the Ship's free hit.
Bit of heat coming into the game now, despite the 11 degrees on
And
the outside.
Lawler
10.
is signalling a corner from the other end, but Pearson ignores him. In either case, it will be a 16-yard free for Thomas, who throws a miscued overhead straight to Jones. Jones drifts out wide, looking for options. Wolford's right there. It's going to be a free hit against. Forward pressure there again, but somehow the ball manages to squirt through. Another miscued overhead here. Jones is right on it. Another hard yakka stat here. Mackey turns and goes. Finds West. West to Meyer. Is in position here.
Should have gone back to Mackey very quickly.
Can't capitalise here. These are the chances you need to take. But it's still on here. Now the pressure's relieved. But West again with another terrific turnover. And you've got to wonder, why hasn't he gotten a free hit here? That is another questionable decision. Great little hard yakka start again from West though.
He's racking up a few of those contested possessions today.
And we've got just over 3 minutes to go here. It's going to be a nail-biting finish. Salt left hand side. Pushes his way through, earns a free.
The seed.
Can OHA find a late winner here? Salt back out to Thomas. Thomas assesses, goes straight down the middle. Deflects off a stick, falls to Edwards. Edwards turns on the afterburners.
Working in a phone booth out there.
Richardson not happy with a stick shield presumably from Edwards there, which wasn't there. And it's a free hit and it should really be a corner there. Edwards bullies his way through though, along the baseline. Ooh. And it's another time where OHA would like a corner, but the umpires aren't having any of it. Ball spilled out over the sideline meanwhile. Wolford to put pressure on. Jones and Mackey, strong tackle, and it's a corner, well earned from Kurt Mackey there. That's what they need, and they need to capitalise on this one.
Fantastic pressure.
And Arthur getting into Mackey's face there. Not sure why.
Well, you say this is where I think there should be a second free hit that comes into play, where you're allowed to deck the opponent for being a tool.
That would be a very good addition to the rule book. I believe Kurt Mackey would love a free shot at Arthur just about now, which he might have anyway in this corner coming up. You never know.
Well, he better be wearing his face mask.
So OHA, no goals scored from corners today, so this would be a great time to get one on the board. Minute and a half to go. Salt's ready for it at the top. Let's see what they're going to do this time. Wolford, good push. Salt, and he scores! There is the winner for the Ships, surely.
Best drag flicker in the competition.
And Salt will have cemented his spot in the top 5 now, surely, with this clutch corner to surely win it for the Ships. A minute to go. They just need to consolidate for 1 minute, and they will have a perfect start to the season intact. 5 wins from 5 games. Wouldn't that just be something? A lot of tension now. tempers flaring out there. Freed on top of the D for the grads. Pressure's again on from the ships. It's a freed outside the circle. 30 seconds to go. Northwest have opted to take their goalkeeper off, I believe. No, they haven't. He's still on there. And that's a very, very cheap dive. But umpire Pearson's up to the challenge. And this will be the end of this game. 10 seconds to go. And Burke will concede a yellow.
Doesn't matter now.
It'll be Park to go off the field in shame with 5 seconds to go for saying something to the umpire, I believe.
It's all academic.
And the ships have won. What a win. Incredible stuff. And the crowd explodes. Let's see if there's any post-match scraps. We'll just keep the camera on to be sure. Maybe we'll get a close-up with the match hero, Dylan Salt.
Well, it's been all pre-season. It's about him losing the vice captaincy.
After the start of the year he's had, doesn't that just feel amazing?
Well, you have to feel that Jeremy Edwards might have to apologise to him after the game.
Yeah, Dylan Salt might even get the vice captaincy back after the strong performance. You never know. There he is. Get around him. Dylan, give us a wave. Great stuff here from Salt. And winners are grinners, as they say. This concludes our broadcast from the THC tonight. Thank you for your company. I'm Nick Leslie, and good night.